Hermanos y hermanas, gracias por su presencia aquí esta tarde. Y gracias por su vida de fe y su vida aquí en nuestro país. It's a very moving moment for me to stand in solidarity with those who have spoken so beautifully, giving witness to their own family's love and life, and the dangers to that love and life as it is disrupted by the legal situation of mothers and fathers, of brothers and sisters. Our coming together this afternoon is about family. When I was a bishop in Washington State, most of the feligreses, the parishioners of that diocese, were farm workers from Mexico, some documented and some not. And as I stood with them in different situations and went with them to the immigration authorities, what struck me was, first of all, how difficult it is for many people to deal with the legal situation, particularly when it seems so volatile, when it changes almost from month to month, when it depends upon the decision of whomever you're standing in front of. But it also occurred to me how complicit we all are as a society. For everyone knew for over 20 years that we could not have continued to farm, to manufacture, to do personal services, and yes, to minister to our people as priests and religious. None of this would have been possible without the presence of so many people, many from Mexico, others from Poland, as we have heard, others from Middle Eastern countries. We all knew that, but we didn't like to look at it. You cannot reduce the dignity of a human person in front of you to his or her legal status. We are talking about families because it is families that enable anyone to enter into society, to learn how to be human, to be loved, and to learn how to love in turn. If there are complaints, and well there might be, about criminal activities, about violence, look and see how often those who are guilty are unconnected to society and to family. If we want to reduce criminality, and we all want that sincerely, then the connections have to be strong of a loving father and a careful mother who know how to train their children in responsibility and whose presence to their children's lives ensure that those will be good lives, responsible lives, lives filled with love and devotion to God, to family, and to our society and country. If we want to create a more peaceful society, we must strengthen families. We cannot strengthen families when people live in fear from day to day. Entonces, queridos amigos, agradezco esta oportunidad de mostrar nuestro apoyo a las familias que acaban de compartir sus historias vitales con nosotros. Gracias. Por favor, sepan que las voces de ustedes se escuchan con simpatía y respeto. y que prometemos nuestro apoyo con simpatía y respeto, en plegaria y acción. Ustedes no están solos. You are not alone. Con ustedes escuchamos a los hijos que han perdido a sus padres a causa de las deportaciones. Con ustedes compartimos el dolor de maridos que son separados de sus esposas. Es imperativo que todos nosotros sigamos juntos un pueblo unido, un pueblo unido entre. Consideramos sagrada toda vida humana y que merece respeto y dignidad. Los individuos son siempre parte de familias y la vida de familia como tal merece respeto y protección. At its best, our legal system has protected families. It has made it easier to become a legal citizen here if you had family members present legally before you. What a great shame it is that we seem to have turned against the best of our own legal tradition and are now ready to deport those whose family ties are in danger. Nuestra fe y nuestra naturaleza humana que compartimos nos llaman a hacer todo lo que esté en nuestras manos para desafiar a las fuerzas de división, las fuerzas que juegan a antagonizar unas contra otras a personas de una misma etnia o raza, legales o indocumentados. La Iglesia Católica y otras iglesias también no animan ni aprueban desobedecer la ley en el país o sus fronteras. Pero la Iglesia llama siempre el respeto a todos, sin importar su situación legal. La Iglesia llama a responder las necesidades de todos. The support of the Catholic Church for peoples migrating to this country is not new. Bishops throughout the history of this nation, along with pastors and parishes, and the teaching authority of the popes and others, have spoken to the right of people to emigrate and to immigrate. My brother bishops and I affirmed this right 5 years ago in establishing the Catholic Campaign for Immigration Reform. That campaign remains very near and dear to all our hearts, and I stand before you with that record and with that promise to continue until such reform is accomplished. Our church has supported and accompanied every immigrant community that has come to this country, come because of poverty or oppression, seeking to participate in both the privilege and the responsibility of American society, intent upon contributing to this society and to making a better life